Hey church, this is Reverend Carissa, just here before your Wednesday word to invite you to join us for Easter Sunday worship, as well as the other Holy Week worship opportunities that we have happening at the church this week. After a long time of no gatherings for dinners at all, we're going to be gathering for Maundy Thursday worship in Van Meter Hall, after having a dinner gathered together as well. We'll have a traditional worship service on Friday for Good Friday, and then on Easter Sunday, gather on this lawn right behind me for sunrise service worship before doing our 8:30 a.m. and 10 o'clock traditional worship services. I hope you'll join us. I hope you'll invite a friend. And after traditional worship, I hope you'll stick around to enjoy the children having an Easter egg hunt out here at Hunt's Church. Okay, now on to your Wednesday word.
Today is one of the last Wednesdays in Lent, and so we're getting to the end of Jesus's I am statements. And today I want to tell you about that time that Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. Now, a lot of time when we think about this statement, I think we picture it kind of like TSA. You know, nobody gets to the airplane except through TSA. The TSA is the way you get through there. There's a gate, you have to go through it, you have to do security check, and if you don't get checked by security, you don't get on the airplane. But in reality, Jesus saying, I am the way, is much more like Jesus saying, I am the methodology, I am the approach, I am the way that you should go. In the Bible, in the Old Testament, there's a lot of scriptures that talk about the way of righteousness and the way of the wicked. Psalm 1 is a great example of that. It talks about how if you do terrible things, then you're going to end up in a heap of trouble. But if you do wonderful things, then you're going to find God's goodness all around you. This is kind of like natural logic, right? Like if you put good out there, good is going to come back to you. And so in the Old Testament, before Jesus, a lot of people would talk about the way of God versus the way of the wicked. And they talk about how you need to follow the laws of God in order to find the goodness of God. Because if you follow the way of the wicked, the other way, then you're going to end up in a different place, right? Just naturally, logically, if you go down this path, you get to one destination. If you go down to that path, you get to another destination. I think of it like a Y in the road, right? Like a fork in the road. If you take one path, you go one way. If you take another path, you go another way. And so Jesus is saying, in a sense here, look, I am that way that you should go. You don't have to worry about every single one of the 600 plus laws. You don't have to catalog every single pro and con. I am the way now. I've come to fulfill the law, Jesus says, and to fulfill and supersede it, right? So that we no longer are bound by the old covenant, but now we live in the new covenant of Jesus. Jesus says, I am the way. It's like the way you should live, the way you should be. Today we just had a meeting that we're starting to dream up and plan up all the details of celebrating our church's 250th anniversary. And we think about the way we should do things, right? What's the way to have a good celebration? What colors should we have? What foods should we have? What kind of events should we have? What's the right way to celebrate? Well, in a sense, Jesus is saying that, right? What's the right way to live? What's the right way to live in which you can embody God's love and embody the life of Jesus? And so Jesus says, I am the way. I'm the way. You don't have to go searching. You don't have to go reading all the self-help books. You don't have to make a pros and cons list. You just have to look at Jesus. So this week, when you find yourself confused or frustrated or overwhelmed, may you look at Jesus and may you know that Jesus is the way. Jesus is the true way. Jesus is the way that brings life. And through Jesus, you come to know the Father and know the Father's heart abundantly.